Okay folks, welcome back to Phatkat Collections. Got another Nubeo watch for you guys today. And this one here I've had for a little while now. I've gotten to know the watch a tad bit. And this is their Ecliptic retrograde dual time watch. Limited edition like all Nubeo watches. And if you've been watching me, pun intended, for a while, you guys know I've reviewed most of the Nubeo watches. I have noticed lately they're, I don't know if maybe it's the time of year, they haven't been coming out with any new models lately. So we'll see what's going on there. But this is one that did not last very long. It sold out pretty quick. And it's a pretty unique timepiece. Let's check it out. So I like when companies get away from round watches. Don't get me wrong. I wear plenty. I like round. But it's always nice to add. I don't have a ton of square watches in my collection. And this is as square as it gets. It's a great looking piece, available in several different color options. You can get it in the yellow with the gold, I believe, purple, this variation, which is black strap, obviously, and rose tone case, red and black, blue and black, and then the green and white. This one, I think, is the safest, and it is interesting that they don't make this particular watch with a silver case and black strap. I think they should have I think this particular watch should have been done with multiple straps at each watch, or the ability to buy more. But, you know, it is, if you have one Nubeo, a lot of their straps will fit other models. One thing I like about this watch is that it's a generic lug width, which is integrated into the case, which is pretty cool because then you can basically find plenty of straps out there that'll fit this. And something I mention often is I don't know what the longevity is like on these rubber straps. You know, things do fail. I'm always going to lean towards getting a metal bracelet on my watch, but again, time will tell. But the nice thing about this watch is that it's not using a proprietary strap. So you want to throw it on metal, you can easily find something on AliExpress or one of the thousands of sellers out there selling bracelets or custom straps. It is a 26mm lug-to-lug strap width, although not as easy to find as the 20 to 24s, but still you could find them. It's not like something like Invicta using like a 30, where it's like good luck trying to find anything that's not totally custom made. So what do you go with this? This is a quartz watch, which is not, you know, may not be the first choice for a lot of folks, but it is personal preference. I'm more of an automatic guy, but it is quartz, and you will have put a battery in at some point. Let me just read you what they state about it. It says, the ecliptic is a apparent path that the sun follows in the sky as observed from Earth. The ecliptic retrograde features a sleek, square, stainless steel case inside, enclosed a complex yet balanced architecture of dial and casework, evoking a futuristic and industrial aesthetic inspired by the engineering workings of spacecraft. Yeah, I don't really know. A lot of times these, remember, Nubeo watches are space and sea themed, and a lot of times they just pick a name and they come up with a description. Not knocking it, but I don't see anything that's really related to that whole story, right? We have a square watch. There's no, sometimes like if you get one of Nubeo's moon watches, there's a big moon on it, right? So sometimes, depending on which one you get, sometimes that that inspiration is very apparent. Other times it's really just kind of a nice story. But nevertheless, it's a great looking piece. They did sell out, so this is definitely one that folks wanted to pick up. And it's pretty cool. You have a dual time on this. So what you have here, let me just see what they, let's see if that's correct here. Not really sure how to, even though I've had the watch, gotten to know it, I had never set the time on it. Let me just see what this says. So it's kind of interesting that they claim dual time. They do dual time. I don't know how to read it, to be honest with you. So I think what we're doing here, let me just see, is there a way to set this? Oh, there, oh, that's really cool. All right, so, I'm like a child. All right, so something like I'm ridiculous. So we have the main time right in the middle, and then this little dial. I thought it was like a power reserve. What a cool way to tell time. So I don't know how that. I think this is your. Yeah, so it's military time, and as you turn to the, if you pull the crown to the #1 position, you turn the opposite way. That's cool. It snaps back. So as you get to midnight, it'll snap back. And retrograde, I have watches with a retrograde feature. Let me just kind of make that work again there. I absolutely love that. I think it's a really great, watch it, ready? See it snap back? So I think it's a really cool way of I don't know. I have like master calendars with the retrograde, like day of the week, and I just really like, I guess, the mechanics behind it. Now, as far as the minutes, I think you still use, I think you still use your minutes hand to tell minutes. That's really an hour marker is basically what that is. So you could set that for a different time if you want, or set it to the same time, but it is technically a dual time. Then, of course, you have this other function pusher, we'll call a function knob. This rotates your inner rotating bezel. So pretty cool. I mean, very interesting watch. Very unique, and I didn't know after having this for like several months that the second, I thought that was like a power reserve, which doesn't make any sense. Obviously, I didn't really even look at the watch when I've been like throwing it on the wrist wearing it. So it's a great piece. I mean, it's very unique, and the only thing about it, again, I would love to see this on a white strap, or, and I think I have a white strap laying around here. I may have to slap that on there. I have a company sending me some exotic, so I have some stingray, I have some Himalayan alligator, and what else? Some python. In hindsight, I would have requested a 26 for this. This would have looked great on Himalayan alligator. But nevertheless, it's a really cool watch, and definitely I can see why people, you know, if you're a watch collector, you start to get kind of tired of round watches, right? So you want to add something a little different. So let me hit you with the specs. 26mm black rubber strap, 5 ATMs of water resistance, 155 grams in weight, 45mm case diameter. Remember, when I always say folks are like, oh, it wears larger. This does wear larger because it's a square watch. If you compare this to a standard 45mm, it's a lot larger because of its shape. It is stainless steel, most likely 316. It is a screw-on case back, Japanese quartz movement, 3 hands of date. They don't specify which one. It has applied indexes with Japanese superlume and a mineral lens. So, you know, when we look at specifications, it is a spec monster watch, as a lot of folks in the watch community would call it. No, you know, generally, you know, it's not, but it's a great looking piece. It's not really a dive watch. This is more of like, I would say, a dress watch, and a lot of times Nubeo really does it kind of overkill on the water resistance, whereas this, they definitely kind of did something a little different on this. I just wish they would have done it on bracelet. So without further ado, let's throw it on the wrist. Check that out. So price on this is going for $850 if you can find it. I forget I even have these. This is a great looking one. God, man, I swear to God. Check that out. Again, 45. It wears more like a 50. Because remember, you're picking up, if we consider, I bet this is like 50mm diagonally. Let's see. Yeah, over like about 55. So really, this watch will wear more like a 55mm watch because it's so big. Man, it is, damn. I think I'm gonna wear this one today. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I just, I'm sorry, but I'm really not. I just like forget what I have, and then sometimes I just sit around and I go back to like, you know, the watches I wear more often, more of my favorites. Like I just picked up this Oro watch the other day. They were nice enough to collaborate, and I get something new, and I kind of forget about the other ones. I really gotta slow down and just go back to the watch box. But I'm really glad I did. This is a sweet piece. I'm gonna see if I can find a bracelet to fit this. I might find this would look beautiful on an Aragon Milanese, I think it's called, or I call it shark mesh. This would look fantastic on that. So, but I don't think they make 26mm. Very cool looking piece, folks. What else? That's really about it. Can you find this elsewhere? You might be able to find this on eBay. Surprisingly, this one, you know, it is a very unique piece. Like they have like these weird kind of springs on the inside here, which don't really serve any function. They're just more of like, I think they're more of like just design kind of aesthetics. It probably has something to do with, yeah, no, I don't, it doesn't have anything to do with their story. Anyway, that's about it, man. You know, not all these videos can be as refined as the other Fat Cat Collections reviews. But anyway, you know, all joking aside, it's a great piece. Gold, can't go wrong with gold. I do think I need to throw this on a white strap, but I'm going to do that now. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I'll put the link in the description where you can read more about it, but I'm also going to try to put a link in there where this might be available. Pick it up while you can. Again, you're probably going to find it from secondhand sellers, maybe with some inventory, but these were gone relatively quickly. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, and take care.